All right, how's Marilyn doing? You looking good? Breakfast is looking good. We'll be talking more over there in just a sec. But now weather, and Natasha takes a look at it. He's ever going to warm up. Natasha.
We have got high pressure. It is our friend through the day today because it is going to translate into completely clear skies all day long. You are going to need the sunglasses. Look at this futurecast. I ain't got nothing to show you. It is completely clear out there today. Now, tomorrow morning, there is one little area we do have to watch with that wind coming in off the lake, likely driving in cloud and flurries for part of the morning drive. This is going to be Burlington, Oakville, over towards Hamilton, up until about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. It'll start pushing to the west here. Could make for some reduced visibility out on the roadways. That's tomorrow morning. And then by about 10, 11 o'clock, we'll start to dry things out, and then we'll clear back out into sunshine. 416, though, is going to stay dry and sunny today and tomorrow. We've got 0 degrees right at the lunch hour. Today's high not quite as warm as the weekend. We got 10 degrees yesterday. 1 will be our high today, and of course, it'll feel a little cooler with that northeast wind up to 20 kilometers per hour. 7-day forecast, temps are at or below seasonal. We are looking at morning wind chills over the next 3-4 mornings around -11 to -12. Could see some flurries on Saturday. We're watching especially the west end of the GTA for that. Otherwise, Sunday will be the sunnier of the 2 days this weekend.
All right, thanks, Nat. Well, we just have a couple of issues on the go this morning. At Yonge and Steeles, the traffic lights are out at that intersection. No police there to direct traffic, so be very careful as you head around that area. Make sure that you treat that intersection accordingly. That means a 4-way stop. And as well in the Yonge and Bloor area, we have Charles closed off, just the westbound lanes. It is just a 1-way street from Yonge over to Balmuto. That's about 1 block, and that is all for a police investigation. More on that coming up in our newscast. I'll send it back to you, Mel.
And to our top story at this hour, that was the early morning shooting on Charles that Carrie had mentioned, just west of Yonge Street. A man in his 30s in hospital with serious injuries. And our Tammy Sutherland gathering some more information from the scene here. Tammy.
Yeah, that's right. Just speaking to a sergeant on scene here who says that they believe the shooting took place inside of a 24-hour cafe here on Charles Street, just west of Yonge Street. 7 West, a very popular cafe. It appears to be the scene where this man was shot. A man in his 30s at about 4:30 this morning was shot in the upper leg and was rushed to hospital. Taken to hospital with serious injuries. We don't have any update on his condition past that. And in terms of suspects, we don't have an update on that as well either. Waiting for police to release any information on suspects. Not sure how many people were inside of this restaurant when this shooting occurred, but again, it is a 24-hour-a-day restaurant that would have been open at the time. The man again suffering serious injuries, and this area here expected to be closed off for a while. As Carrie had mentioned, right now Charles Street is shut down between Yonge and Balmuto. That's just a short section of Charles, but because of this investigation just beginning this morning, you can expect this closure to continue throughout the morning rush hour. Mel, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Tammy, thank you for that. And more news that we're following at this hour. No service on line 3 between Kennedy and McCowan. This is all because of signal problems. We're going to take you to a live look right now from one of the stations. Now, this began about an hour ago. The TTC telling us this is all because of some signal-related issues, and have a look at the lines already building as people try to get out into those shuttles. This all comes after Line 3 was closed for the weekend, all weekend, for track work. Now, just getting word from the TTC's Brad Ross saying that apparently crews discovered the issue when they ran a test train through that area. They are hoping to have this clear soon. We'll let you know as soon as that happens. But again, there is no service between Kennedy and McCowan. You can see the shuttle buses are running, and we'll let you know as soon as service is back up and running. Ontario's Lieutenant Governor will be standing and delivering the government's throne speech at noon today, which will spell out the Win Liberals' spending priorities ahead of the June election. The Premier prorogued this sitting of the legislature last week. It's a move which the opposition says is an attempt to wipe the slate clean ahead of the election call. Now, the throne speech comes just a week ahead of the Liberals handing down the 2018 budget, which is expected to include an $8 billion deficit. And happening now, police in Austin, Texas, investigating another bomb explosion in the city. This is the 4th blast in the last month, and police are now advising residents to stay indoors. 2 men rushed to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after the explosion late last night. Police say a package was left at the side of the road and 2 men were walking or biking past when it exploded. Investigators believe the bomb could have been triggered by one of the men kicking the package. Residents now being advised to stay vigilant.
We want everyone within a half-mile radius to stay inside your homes until we have had a chance to deem this neighborhood safe. And we want to put out the message that we've been putting out, and that is not only do not touch any packages or anything that looks like a package, do not even go near it at this time, because given the darkness, we have not had an opportunity to really look at this blast site to determine what has happened.
This is the latest in a series of bombings in the city. Police believe they are all connected. A 39-year-old man was killed in a blast at his home at the beginning of the month, and then a 17-year-old boy died, a 75-year-old woman injured when a package exploded in their kitchen. The motive for these bombings is still unclear.